people. Welcome to Better Farms Academy. My name is Kennedy, as always, you know. And this year we promise to be on your way a lot of times to encourage others, to teach on medications, how birds are supposed to be raised. So this year, I promise you always when I do that, along the way we get stuck and we get busy. But one thing this year we want to do is that we want to try our best to make sure we come your way with a lot of videos, a lot of motivations, a lot of things. But I think I've heard one of the best, like whatever they call it. So at time when they come, you guys get some cocks, like maybe 3 or 4 with them. And later on I'll tell you what you're supposed to use them for. And some people just slaughter them, they eat them. At time because the whites, when you're sorting them out, you're gonna have maybe 4 or like 5 of them, like a cock, so that you can hear that. But today, let's come to the topic that I want to talk about. So, pullet and day-old chicks. Buying 2 of them, which one is more profitable or which one is more effective? Because we are also into day-old chicks and also into selling of pullet. So, I want to talk about 2 of them. To be very honest with you, very precise with you, as always, you know. One thing is that each of them have its own advantages and privileges. So at times it depends on which one you want to buy. So let's take for instance, if I want to go into poultry and I want to start with day-old chicks rather than buying a pullet. When we say a pullet is mostly from 5 weeks or after brooding, which is like maybe after 4 weeks, like basically 5 weeks going, 5 weeks all the way to what is the name? Maybe 12 or 16 weeks, they are all pullets. So the importance of raising a pullet, day-old chicks, is that mostly people prefer the best to be their own farm rather than going to other people's farm to buy a day-old chick, a pullet, because they think maybe you'll be transferring diseases from somebody's farm to your farm. So that's why they try to raise their own day-old chicks rather than going to somebody's farm. The second point is trying to get the actual weight, very good weight for the best. So because somebody will be selling a pullet to you, what your pullet will be like, let's say 14 weeks or 12 weeks, but maybe the best weight doesn't correspond with the actual weeks of the best. So that is the second reason why people go for the day-old chicks. The third reason is that at times some people just try to buy cheap medication, cheap vaccines for their birds rather than buying the quality ones, because we all know some of the gumbolo vaccinations, not all of them have the good efficacy. And at times even the, what is the name, the Newcastle, not all of them also. So at times people try to just, instead of going for day-old chicks, they're going for pullets, they'll go for day-old chicks. And the second point that some people also compare is that maybe they think pullets are more expensive than the day-old chicks, so they don't want to go with that. So I just want to give you both sides, because Better Farms or Kembiba Company Limited, we are into both sides. So I'll give you the importance of day-old chicks, the pullet too. So these are the things. So let's go around a little bit and let me show you. So these are some of the things why people prefer to buy day-old chicks. What about the what's the name? One is about the cost, maybe of buying a pullet. They prefer to buy day-old chicks. What's the name? Pullet. 2, about the vaccination. People buying cheaper vaccination, vaccinations. So they all prefer to buy their own day-old chicks to raise them. And the next one is about the cost, which is very high if they compare. Now, apart from that, let's also go to pullet. One, pullet, people doesn't want to go through the brooding stress. Because if you're not very good in brooding, at times by the time you finish brooding, most of your birds have, maybe you get a lot of mortality. Some people take 1,000 birds, 2,000 birds. By the time they are done, they've lost like 200 birds, 100 birds. So some people, instead of going through all that mortality, they will tell you, no, let's buy pullet. Because pullet, at times from 10 weeks, 12 weeks, you know that mortality rate is very, very low. If you are buying from the right source, and you know Kembiba or Bedak Farms can promise you that. The next one is what's the name? The next one is about the vaccinations. Not everybody is good when it comes to the vaccinations. So at times, if you don't buy the right vaccination, some people end up by getting cocci. Some people end up by getting gumbolo at the early age of the birth. So instead of buying day old chicks and having all that problem, they will rather go and buy pullet, which they know pullet after 8 weeks you are not able to get any gumbolo, or after even 5 weeks you don't get any gumbolo. And also they also prefer, like, before I go to the farm, the person has already finished giving the Newcastle, the person has finished the beacon, depending on the weeks that you buy the pullet. So people use all this to just go into buying pullets rather than buying day-old chicks. The next one that they also want to target their market, because the one thing that helps you by buying pullet is that I can see maybe when I bought them, they are on their 13th week, 12th week. So when I buy them, and I buy them at the right weight, when I compare the weight of the birds to their weeks, and I know it's the right weight, I can project that maybe by their 13th week or by their 10th week, by their 16th week or 17th week, which are supposed to get maybe 1.5 kilos or 1,500 kilos, I'm able to get X, or 1,500 to 1,700, I'm able to get X. So people are able to project and say, during the next 1 month, I'm able to pick X, rather than just raising the old chicks, and even at times their brooding goes so bad. And the next one is that people also do that by also getting the right birds that they want at the right time. Because if I come here, for instance, we raise white and brown birds together. By the way, raising white and brown, there is nothing wrong with it. At times you hear people, is it? No, there's nothing wrong. If they are not pecking, that's the most important thing. Otherwise, you have no issue. As I told you, when we bring birds, they are already the big, so you don't have to worry about some of these things. But the problem is that even though they are the big, but at the stage of, like, let's say 4 weeks, 5 weeks, they're going to peck if you don't give them the right feed, the right medication, because their beak would always be wearing out. So at that stage, the beak is not totally worn out. So we have to keep on making sure, monitoring them. But when they go to the 10th week and all that, you don't need to be giving them on, be debeaking them. So the next one that I want to talk about, when giving a pullet also cut down a lot of financial stress. When I say financial stress, is like you can now get that money or get that finances, put the whole money together and say, I'm going to buy a pullet right away. But at the day-old chick stage, I can have to go and buy the day-old chicks. When they come, every time you're buying the feed, so that they get to the age that you want. So constantly, every week you have a financial stress. Every week you have to buy. Every week you have to buy. But when it comes to the pullet, you can tell me, like, let me buy them at 12 weeks or at 13 weeks or 14 weeks. Now you know, when I buy them at 12 weeks, in the next 4 weeks, I'm able to take X. So in the next 4 weeks, I can budget and buy only 1 month's feed for them. So you bought them at 12 weeks. So you know, by 16 weeks or 17 weeks, you're able to get X. So these are some of the stuff that comes with the pullet. So pullet brooding stress is out. 2, getting them from good quality will help you also to go up so quicker, also faster, and increase your returns, that you don't wait for so long. And also making sure you get the right weight and the right age at the good time to make sure your investment comes faster than those of us who brew them from the old. So why do we can Biba do all those sides? Because we want to make sure people get what they want. Like, people come here and they're able to buy 1,000, that's okay. Because we do it mostly 1,000 pieces. At times you can call us and pre-order. We don't take any money. I don't want to take your money and say, oh, give me 1,000 best money and I'll order for you. No. Just tell us, hey, I need this best by this number of weeks. Can you guys get this for me? Yes. And we book your name down. If you don't take them, we don't lose anything. We just keep them, because we are a potted farm. Now we are going over 50,000 capacity. So we keep on increasing them. But if you come for them, that is okay on you. So you just call us, book it, and we will give it to you. So people, this is today on the Saturday or Sunday, wherever you see the video. And from this year going 2025, we're coming your way every week with a video, different aspects, so that you may know more about day-old chicks, you may know more about poultry, and anything in poultry business. I'm going to make sure you succeed. And if you want to also establish your business, give us a call and we'll be ready to assist you. Till we meet next time, I say chase your dreams and money will follow you. Peace. Shalom.